Oh,
I'll leave
oh.
it.
Need to boost this. Howdy, everyone.
2409.
I don't remember
So
which one we're aiming to
2425
get.
should be
I
that way.
can't remember. 24, 25.
Yeah.
Thank you, love. But yeah. Thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by. Welcome back to The Last of Us. Maybe the last episode, or last stream of this, because should be approaching the end soonish. Hopefully, I think Gwen said last stream that there were 1 to 2 left, so hopefully one. Because gonna have to go and get because if I don't finish it by today, then I'm gonna have to have a short stream tomorrow to clean it up before Saturday. Shiny Primarina. Exact. Your butt. I think Sargota's also like really close to another shiny hunt, so those will start after after this weekend. Well, welcome everyone. Howdy Zach, howdy Fan, howdy F Carnus, howdy Juice. Thank you for stopping by, and even a stealth boy from the Mobiverse because you're mon hunting. Come slow. Also, it's a very good pig moat. It's a very good pig moat. Have a good lurk. And yeah, where were we? So the big showdown happened last time. Abby and Ellie nearly killed each other. Also, hi Cam. Welcome. But also throwing out now, not to interrupt the end. Yeah, it's fair. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, Myths. It is a very intense ride. The story is a lot to decipher and a lot to take in, and it's just a lot. But yeah, so where we left off, Abby and Ellie nearly killed each other. Um, but when Abby was gonna kill Dina after finding out Dina was pregnant, Lev said no, and Abby listened, and then just said that if she ever saw Ellie again, you're dead. And so they departed ways. Lev and Abby took the boat from the aquarium and made their way down to Santa Barbara, trying to reunite with the Fireflies, because that's kind of Abby's only way forward at all outside of just creating a small home with Lev, maybe, because she's kind of lost everything else. And on the other side of the story, Ellie and Dina started living on their own um, outside of Jackson at a little ranch house. And JJ was born, Dina's son with Jesse. And it had been like Yara died. Yara died while they were trying to get Lev from the island of the scars. Cause Isaac and the wolves launched an all-out assault on them, and Isaac captured us for a hot sec, and they thought they killed Yara, but Yara got off one final shot to Isaac's back to let Abby and Lev escape, to which they then just peppered Yara with bullets while Abby and Lev got away. And then yeah, so Ellie and Dina were living on their own for what seems like over a year, probably like 2 years about ish. But Ellie is continuing to have PTSD over what happened to Joel. She also apparently made a promise to Tommy, who somehow survived a shot to the head that now he lost an eye and he lost some function in his legs. Um, but somehow survived. But when they made it back to Jackson, Ellie said that they would still hunt down Abby, or made a promise to. So, of course, Tommy came back and laid out the plan to get there, and Ellie went. So now we're getting Abby's side of the story roughly a yearish later. It's been exactly 1 year since the events of the raid. That seems too short. Also, hi, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. That is, in fact, a lot of weeks to pick. Yeah, it didn't seem like a year just because JJ seemed a lot older than, like, 4 or 5 months old. Like, JJ looked like a good, nearly like a year old. The time slip. So I am. Low Pony and Primarina, but I chose Primarina. Low Pony. Nice. My best guess is about 18 months, year and a half ish, 2 years. But Juice is saying it's just one. I don't know. But time has passed. Also, Lev has a healthy bit of hair now. And now we need to... yeah, we're tracking down...
The Fireflies are still out
Fireflies?
there. Yeah. What do you think they're up to?
I don't know. The goal was always to restore society. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to go about it.
That there are. And many places have already started to do so. Such as Jackson, and, you know, Seattle was a society, if you can call it that. One that was constantly at war and under kind of first a militaristic domain, then a militia domain, which both were awful, so...
That one doesn't have a number.
It's too close to be 24-25.
Yeah, it's not under war now anymore, because basically all the Scars are dead, but the Wolves Society is not exactly wonderful.
That's weird graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Fireflies?
No. Nothing I recognize, at least.
Hooray.
24 something 4. I'm gonna guess you are a 1.
Hey, something's up there.
I have a snub nose now? Really? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Get out of here. Get out of here, you dang zombies. Infected? We're just trying to casually do some things. And shush, 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 shush. Also, when did Abby get a revolver? Did she take it from Ellie?
Watch out!
Oh, well, thanks, love. That's a different shotgun. That's a different kind of double barrel.
All right.
Still a double barrel, but very different kind of double barrel.
Clicker.
Hi, Click. I'm glad you like to click and announce your presence. Howdy doody. Here's a shift in your booty. Well, I wasn't quite your booty, but you get what I was saying.
All quiet now.
Good.
Oh, well.
Something was out there.
Yes, you did.
The
Keep your guard up.
rattlers are here.
Let's go back to finding that house.
No one is going to make me their
24,
fucking
25.
slave.
Attaboy.
Andrew, Logan, Ori, Daddy is coming to see you. No. Cool. So the rattlers are a different type of not fun thing. Probably not cult, but a group that seems to quite endorse slavery.
Seems like a strange place to find a resistance group.
We had all sorts of outposts, big and small. Best way to hide from the army.
What if we don't find them here?
Assuming all the leads dry up, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Leave this place?
Okay. And where would we go?
West. See what's out there.
It's nothing but ocean.
And past it?
Could go to
Other
Hawaii.
countries, I guess. You want to do that?
Why not?
Good question.
Sounds like a not terrible idea.
What do you want to do for dinner tonight?
We've got those lobsters I caught yesterday.
Ooh,
They're still in a bucket on the
goddamn.
deck.
Ooh, yeah. Genius.
And we've got a few strawberries left.
If we find fireflies, we'll celebrate with strawberries. If we don't, we'll console ourselves with strawberries.
Cool.
Strawberries it is. Howdy doody.
Let's see
Ding
the
dong.
numbers.
Yeah. This has to be it. Right?
Sure.
Let's see.
Hip. Lobsters and bucket on the deck sounds like they would get out.
Good enough.
I don't know. Or maybe it's a deep bucket. Also, yeah, these. Oops, sorry. Didn't actually mean to do that. These are the only two weapons we have now.
This place looks abandoned. Like all the other houses.
24, 25 constants.
Oh,
This
the right
is the
place.
place.
Okay, but there's nothing here.
We don't know that yet.
Time to loot and scoop. Oh, got a bottle. Yoink. A bottle that I really need to make some pipe bombs with. Because those would very much come in handy. Oh shit, totally gone.
We painted the indoors to look like the outdoors, but plants don't look like that.
It's more like a child's dream version of the outdoors. In the old world, it'd be common for them to decorate kids' rooms like this. My dad painted a colorful jungle for me.
Oh. Yara would have loved that.
I bet she would have.
Oops, I didn't mean to. I already saw this. Put it away. What's under the good old DVD player? Nothing. There. Anything else here? Aha. Alright, this is punk rock kids room, alright. Inside Voices. Pushing up Daisy. I think that's... Is that... No, I don't think that's a real band. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe there's another way in.
Alright.
Are you being positive?
I'm trying to be helpful.
You're always helpful.
Kind words. Oh, we can't go swimming. It's unfortunate.
What about...
Hmm? Supplies. Neat. Oh, cool. I already have some grenades. I don't have
Remember the last time
any
we were up there?
alcohol.
Oh, you mean when we were plummeting to our doom? Yeah, I have a small recollection of it.
If it makes you feel better, I also thought we were gonna die.
Nope. Nada. Is it really nothing? It can't be.
It might be. Might be a whole lot of nothing. Unless singular George. There's pistol rounds. That's nice. Well, measuring heights. All up to the year 2013. There. It's looking like this might be a dead end.
Lev, I think we're done here.
No, wait.
Hmm?
In here.
You find something?
What do you got? And where are you? In the place I was? No. In here? I don't know where you are. I need a Jason button for Lev. Jason? Jason! Oh, hi, Lev. Light transitions make things difficult to see.
Scratches.
Abby, you can help push.
Scooch.
Hello, basement.
Hello?
Oh, hell yeah. Nice pad. There's so much activities down here. Like chess? Supernova Odyssey?
Been a while since anyone's been here.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
Ammo.
Pretty nice barracks, all things considered.
Actually would really suffice well. Oh, we have power. Not to this quite yet. Anything on these maps? It's all good, Aaron.
They had
Oh,
power
wow.
down here. Look around.
Maybe the glowing box. Hold on.
They were here for a while.
That's the
Wow.
shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I should probably case. Shiz. Hit that switch.
Guess they've got solar.
Oh,
Nice. Solar would be very useful to have in the apocalypse, especially in California.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is... Do you see a call sign anywhere?
oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters. Fuck it. This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Hmm.
Those are frequencies. Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
Are these other Firefly outposts?
Maybe.
Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Sir? I passed through like a lot of these places. My trip.
Is this frequency
Last year.
currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello?
3 or 4.
Is this frequency currently in use? Hello, this is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
Hi, Abby. We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson. He was my dad.
Well, how about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
Home.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Owen was right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
Hope something so
Okay.
fleeting
Fine.
in this world.
You were right.
What was that?
Why do you make me repeat whenever I'm wrong?
Because it makes me feel better. And because it happens so rarely.
Back to the boat. Oh shit! Fucking motherfucker! Of course they only give us hope for a second. Oh fuck, they buffed. Root. Fucking damn it, these are probably rattlesnakes.
Don't kill her now. Tie her up. Come here, let me see you. You ready?
Wait, what are you doing? Wait.
You're fine. Get that little one.
Don't you fucking touch him!
Gag doesn't mean good things.
Shit. One hell of a catch, huh?
Almost as if more parallels. And it looks like Ellie's on their boat.
Where did you go from here? 2425 Constance. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
You take the map, they know you were here. You take the map, they know you were here. I gotta learn to hide these locales better. Okay, left off here. Dixie National Forest. A couple hunters tried to jump me. Didn't go well for them. Just got to the outskirts of Las Vegas, near the infected from here. Must be thousands still alive inside the walls. What a nightmare. I'm gonna go around. It's a good call. Palmdale, California. So I'm hiding out in a basement, hoping this horde passes by. Missing a potato. Still in this fucking basement. Batteries in my flashlight are almost dead. Dark is fucking with me. Keep seeing him. Smelling iron. Miss Dina. Miss Potato. What am I doing here? Got out. Horde got distracted by a group of travelers. Some of them didn't make it. 2 of the bodies were kids. I buried them. Made it to the coast, finally. It's gorgeous. Flowers everywhere. It's this thick morning gloom. It don't seem like the military ever came through here. It was too spread out. Wish Dina could see this. She'd lose her shit. Like the sound of the waves. Heading down the coast. Haven't seen people in a few days. Or intact sailboats. I don't know if time is wrong. But they're not here anymore. Can't think about that. So the good info. I traded those fish for turned out to be bogus. Despite our repeated dead ends, my gut tells me the Fireflies are in Santa Barbara. Somewhere. I'm picturing the snark I'd be getting if you heard me say that. Shut up. Gotta check out another tip back in the suburbs. Wish us luck. Sitting by the fire at night with Lev, looking at the waves, thinking about you. I told him your stupid joke about the skateboarding grandma. Laughed so hard he spit out his food. It's the happiest I've seen him yet. Miss you. Abby really can't let go of Owen. You'd have liked it here. There are no towns, just small caravans that move up and down the coast. Everyone says Santa Barbara is haunted, like some Bermuda Triangle. I think it's beautiful. Saw Seal the other day. It had spots. This karmic way of you mocking me.
How does she get up to the street from here?
Place. Way too pretty. Way too pretty. There might be secrets over there. Maybe. I'm not willing to spend that much time searching for a secret. A secret. Running down a dang beach forever. Someone could tell me. Oh boy, Ellie has all of her equipment. Ellie has all of her equipment. Ellie is not planning to heck around. This is very true stuff. This is very true. Chad is real.
This looks promising.
You. Oh, this looks like a way. Casual pistol. Up and around. Bring it around town. God. Going the wrong way. So climbing a sheer cliff face isn't easy.
Here we go.
Up. No. Okay, under and through that.
Okay.
Yep.
Now what? Mesa Bluff. I'm here, and Santa Barbara proper is that way.
Got it. Ooms? Ooms? Ah. Yoomst. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing bad will happen. Just a little bit back. There we go. Just a quick head step. Nothing to worry about. Here are others. Over the other side of that wall. I knew I told you I'd wait for you here, but it's not safe. Rattlers are all through these woods. Can't risk getting chained up again. I'll be in that place where I told you that ping pong ball joke. I missed your laugh. Hope you got out okay. Of all the things to bring people together, a ping pong ball joke. Unexpected. Headshot. Arrows drop so fast. Loud one. Stand still. I said stand still, dang it. And Ellie. You. Fuck. What the? Ellie, dodge. What the? Camera. Oh my goodness. Step, 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 step. So I couldn't detect them even though I could hear them. Stalkers.
Back to it.
I forgot what I was even in the middle of. With all these upgrades. It's been so long since I've had to play as Ellie proper. Nice. All that for those supplies. Probably really not worth it. Where's that clicker that I pegged in the back of the head? Nowhere? Shit. Oh, that's all I did was end up wasting a crap ton of arrows. Pistol instead. Well, ring ring. Anyone home in this awesome mansion? Places are way too ritzy. Ouch. That one was a headshot. You. Bite. Get up. Fine, give me that arrow back. No, no, no. Of course not. Of course not. Are you winning, son? My gosh. Thanks for stopping by. Well, played as Abby for a bit, and we won for a few seconds, and then immediately lost. And now we're playing as Ellie again.
Hope I can cut through here.
Guard. Haven't seen one of these in so long. CBB 73. Cyborg. Home planet Mars. Brains 40. Brawn 100. Affiliation Future Alliance. The latest in a long line of synthetic warriors, the CBB 73 was designed to fight battles deemed too dangerous or cruel for humans. But when the Future Alliance captured one on Titan, their scientists used it to test their latest AI ethics technology. Sounds great. Now a trusted ally, CBB is willing to take point on all the Future Alliance dangerous missions, always reminding them, I am reliable and expendable. But in times of high tension, CBB struggles not to slip back into its original function as a killing machine. Strong robot. That's right. I wasn't even gonna really do those. Molotovs are bigger. Big fire. Much fuego. I'll take that. But at least check on the piano. Play some tunes.
All right.
That sounds like bloaters. So why don't we just take care of them before they can do anything about it? Hi. Yeet. You know nothing. You saw nothing. Wait, I attached the sign. I was going to take care of it. Oh, stalkers. That's why I couldn't take care of it. Jerks. Are you done? You jerks. No, I didn't want to. Let me loot the place first. Let me loot the place
I
first.
swear to God, Abby, if these infected killed you.
Ellie, you should know better
I
by
gotta
now.
get out of here.
It takes a lot to kill Abby. Oh, hell yeah. We can play some pool. Some billiards. Any more resources? Get out. Can't build squat. Are we in Mexico now? No, we are not in Mexico. We are in California. Specifically near Santa Barbara. Okay. Anything we can do? Fire instability on the shotgun. Forgot I was basically done with everything I wanted from Ellie. We can do stability on the shotgun. Why not? This shoddy. Increased body. Nice. Need to find more shotgun ammo now. Rifle for the time being. Everything's all reloaded. Let's go.
Where am I?
Good.
There's gotta be a street around here.
Please also don't get captured by rattlers. Those people don't seem pleasant.
Okay.
Hi, Santa
Santa
Barbara.
Barbara's downhill. 24, 25 constants.
Ah. Nice. Yeah, I passed through Santa Barbara. I actually stayed at Santa Barbara in a
She
hotel.
has to be down there.
I literally didn't stay long. I got it there at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Then mostly just slept. Oh, okay. Well, later, Rock. And then I headed out pretty early in the morning. So I didn't really get to see like any of actual Santa Barbara. Which means now I can suspect in full on how this game didn't end when it felt like it rather should have. We'll find out. It felt like there could have been an ending. But we'll see how things progress. Can you stand still for a hot sec? Say, I hear one more. Hi, you. We had a FaceTime yesterday. I've had a face cam for literally my entire stream. Ever since I started back in, or really picked it up in October 2018. Of course, you stop right there, you jerk. Back in the olden times. Don't turn around ever. Now and then I feel little. I don't remember the lyrics. Nothing from that Zomberino. Anything from you? Okay. That seems too far. Let's just scoot on through here. Fuck. Ay, 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 ay. Who left that there? Gonna have to try something, Ellie. Or, nope, I just passed the fuck out. Oh, we're still alive at least.
Abby. I found you.
See? We got a live one.
Good, these fucks.
Bitch is fucked up. We'd be lucky if she lasts a month. Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah.
Immediately
Get
fuck
that
these
thing down.
fucks.
Let's reset the trips.
Really, man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Hey, get you?
No. I'm good. Something funny? It's like you shit your pants. Fuck you say? Oh, little bitch. Oh, you like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on.
Get up.
We don't need
No, man,
this.
she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. No, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Laugh.
Yep, just get on in there. I like Ellie gives a fuck about the infected. Well,
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple months ago.
months. Holy shit.
Big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth. Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is. You can get to her before that infection takes over.
Talk.
She's in a holding cell in our camp.
Where's that?
Great, a holding cell.
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building. I swear.
I was expecting as much. Also, you're still very much bleeding out, Ellie.
Tracks to resort.
All right.
Tall round building. Tracks to resort. Tall
Hi,
round
caliber. We
building.
got all the weapons. Good. Stitch that up pretty well. Probably doesn't feel
Fuck.
great.
Over here! Aim for it!
We'll go back. Is that a gun? He's got a gun! God damn it.
Shit. All right.
Fuck did he get a gun? Tell the others to search the area. Make sure he's the only one that got out. Watch out for infected.
Yeah.
I find out anyone helped him. They're going in the fucking
Oh yeah,
pool.
she probably has plenty of
Waste.
He was acting up for a while.
experience with
This is the
stitching
third
stuff
this
up,
month.
but
You ready to put more people on the gate?
People on the gate need to do their fucking jobs. Go look around. I want to know he was alone.
That dog smell something? Nothing. All clear. Come on.
fuck. Seriously whiff that shot? Didn't whiff that one.
Okay. Where are the others?
Beware of that dog. Sorry, pup.
Something wrong, boy?
This thing has very poor accuracy. It is an SMG.
group. I better find her before these idiots kill her.
They kept her alive for 2 fucking months. Which means they probably did really atrocious things. You have to be about the sneaky sneaks. This is how you have to play the game. You don't get a whole lot of resources. Oh, I just honestly was a bit lucky by taking out those first ones with the silenced pistol. Because they were potentially not far enough apart. Should be one more. Where was the girl? Arrows, nice. Where was the girl? I have no idea where she went. That. My pipe wrench. Or not pipe wrench, literally just pipe. Let's have some rifle shots. Get everything we can. I have so many explosives, but nothing to use them on. I could use them on enemies, but don't get a whole lot of them. Well, problem solved. Now let's grab that explosive. Ah, it's already equipped, so we'll try that out next time when shit hits the fan. Might hurt. I'm not. You can also tell it's post-apocalypse because you're near Los Angeles and it's not a shit ton of smog. Oh, there's someone. There's a multiple of someone. Oh, that's a riot gear headset. Or helmet. Probably have to try and sneak up on you. I see a person in the building as well. How do you do?
Just shut
Oh, that is a very deadly looking axe.
Yeah.
Oops. Uh-oh. Pop.
She's fucking dead. Secure the area, quick!
No one's here. Shit. Well. Sorry, pup. Ah, head covering. Well. Let's try these out. Ugh. May have been a bit of overkill. May have been a bit of overkill.
Any others? Oh, fuck. My side. Where are the tracks?
They were pretty heavily armored, though. No. Get a lot of rounds. It's nice. That's a few chunks. Glad they leave a bunch of crap out in the open, though. So many things. Silencer. Explosive bolts. The gunfights in the games are gunshots hit scan, or do they have actual velocity in positions such they're technically dodgeable if you move at the right time? Not they're not gunshots, but they're definitely not dodgeable. Or they're not hit scan, but they're definitely not dodgeable because they're gunshots. If it's maybe an arrow, you may have a minuscule chance, but projectile speed is still very fast. I would probably have more accurate results if I was playing on hard. Or more accurate testimony if I was playing on hard. Because then I would probably be getting shot more and I could analyze it a bit further.
Okay. Tracks to the resort.
Okay. Hopefully no friends in here. No friends. I guess more referring to like if you needed to lead your gunshots by a bit if your target was running across your vision. Your gunshots, no. Your gunshots, no. Your arrow shots, yes. You would have to lead your arrow shots a bit. Gunshots, no. You don't have to. You don't have to lead. They may miss if they're like running really fast and really far away, but for the most part, you don't have to worry about that. I am quite enjoying this game, yes. Holy shit. Well, found the rounded building.
Looks like a tall, round building. How do I get in there?
How do I get in there with not alerting 100 people? Is it possible miss if you didn't lead the shot right in a given circumstance, even if it's unlikely that situation will come up? Yeah, it's highly unlikely because the gameplay does not really lead to many situations where you're that far away from a target where that would actually take into account. Hi, puppy. It's okay. I know. I heard the pups too. Hey, Rattles. It's Mackenzie. I'm out. Free. My husband died picking your fucking tomatoes. Aren't some lonely stragglers. Be back with others. Time is coming. Well, time is coming, he said whilst dying. That's right. Extended ammo capacity. Ah, one more of those. Yeah, but bow shots definitely could use this. They're not lead appropriate. I don't know why my head keeps repeating that, but whatever.
Come on, you can do it. Just a little closer, buddy.
Dude, leave him alone. He can't feel anything.
Fuck that. I promised him I'd do this to him. Bet you wish you didn't try to escape now, don't you, Anthony?
Fuck all these people.
Find another angle!
I think they know him.
Lost the outsider. Check the perimeter. Don't let her escape.
Hi, friend.
Quiet.
Just come on over here.
I've got the building.
Yeah, hit scan bullshit. It's really weird. Those armored guys are a pain. Probably best to deal with them silently with the silent machine gun.
Anyone see her? Come on, people, where is she?
Not finding anything.
Finding anything, huh? Being seen. How do you do?
Right.
What?
They actually are being very incompetent. Normally they're better than this.
It's Val! What's going on? Someone fucking got her!
Nope.
We found her!
God damn.
They'll never see it coming. Hi, Stitch. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna go in there? Fool. You foolish fool.
Don't.
Yeah, we're done. That has one more tick and the axe. Arrows. Oh, I could have let him free. Could have let him free. I'll just have to stay. Shoot. Oh, there's nothing I can even do to upgrade the submachine gun. Yeah, I could have let him free if I wanted to. Cause some chaos. Physics were having a fun, have a bad minute there. Oh, definitely would have seemed that way. Let's see, I noted that body armor is gonna be annoying to me. Multiple shots are gonna be pleasant for that scenario, but I have 60 shots. Anything I can do with that additional? Nope. Probably fire rate with the pistol is probably gonna be the next thing as far as cost goes. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shotgun shells are always liked. Shotguns do work. Oh yeah. I didn't think they were infected for a while. And then once everything kicked off, it's like, okay. Many a supply here, which is wonderful. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now I think I can build some stuff. Hell, you. Yes. Fire it on the shotgun, fire it on the pistol. Let's get the pistol, fire it up. Why not? It's nothing I really want anymore in terms of weapon upgrades. I tend to be more precise with my shots, so fire rate increase is not what I really want to do. Pistol done. Pistol done. Assume that's where we're supposed to go, so it's not. Or it's where we have to go. Never mind. First rate upgrade, Davidson WD-40. Fresh coat of paint. That's all you truly need to fire faster. I'm starting to get not full on supplies, but full on pieces. Or actually, I am full on both. It's fine with me. Listening to some banging tunes, though. Also, I did get one of the Last of Us VODs copyright flagged because of just music they used. It's just like, well, nothing I could have done about it.
It's all around building. There it is.
Excuse me, good sir. May I have your attention?
Shut up.
Also, why do they just keep infected here?
Fuck all these assholes.
Could use the loo. Ooh, that's a pretty far shot if I want to risk sniping. Oh, hi. Also, it's a good thing that detection is not immediate. Or I'd be mighty screwed. Fuck. I'm standing in the middle of the lights. There's people inside the building as well. Multiple people inside the building. I think it's probably best that we just work our way around the outside. Provided I don't get spotted. Could cause some ruckus for the fools that decide to keep infected around. Want to have some fun? Go have some fun.
Watch the infected!
Take that.
We're under attack!
Shit.
Came from back there!
Shit.
Right here!
Fucker.
Move in! Don't let her get away! Got her trapped!
Trapped, huh? one shot came quite a ways away. How do you do? Ow. Nope. Shotgun, please. Get in there. What's up, buddy?
She ducked over there!
It's more of you than I was expecting. At the moment, yes, they actually seem to be the most incompetent of the people we've interacted with, which is surprising, or maybe just the environment is not working well with their combat AI, which I would have thought would have been taken care of. You see nothing. I don't know. I think this kind of just highlights one of the weaker points of the AI. Yeah. This is definitely showing one of the weaker points of the AI. But then again, maybe they're just easing out because it's standard difficulty. I don't know. It's definitely strange. They're definitely acting worse than any of the other combat scenarios we've done in the game, which is just surprising.
Shit. Any more of you fuckers?
But they said traps and ambush everyone, so it makes sense they would have no idea to handle an invasion by a single person. I guess. Oh shoot, no, I just wanted to use one. Actually, no, I don't need to use one. I just need to get some resources. Also, I would expect there to be more people than just this group. Jenny, sending along some extra beef, grapefruit, and potatoes I just got. They've been impressed with how many strays I've captured and wanted to reward me. We're seeing the best crop we've had since we settled here. They make sure my mom gets fatty cuts. She looked too skinny last time I saw her. Pat. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely has been very strange how poor they've been performing compared to many of the other combat scenarios. That would be what logical, smart people would do. Oh, I can't break that.
We've been hit. What happened? I don't know. It's gotta be a fucking stray. Shit.
Spread out! Guard the tower!
I wasn't actually expecting to spawn more enemies. Also, those clickers are constantly annoying. Ruining my listen mode. So much armor. I was gonna try to yeet this at you, but it turned right around, so. Howdy. Howdy doody.
Is this your plan?
Yes. Well, these don't seem to be soldiers. Seem to be, honestly, probably one of the most ragtag groups that we've encountered in the entire series. Oh, hi.
What the?
Don't notice.
Quiet.
I'm just really having a tough time trying to find an angle that I can actually get into there. No, I'm not at a great spot. Just hopefully crawl slow enough that the AI doesn't trigger. Standard difficulty does seem to be a bit easier than I was hoping it to be, though. Don't. No, no, fucking.
Over here.
Damn it, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Fucking. Oh, okay, well, everything is gone to shit. That was just plain incompetence on my end.
Get back. Down!
You got
God, no!
Oh, bolt action. Oh, no. Dang you and your vests. I was just very poor on my part.
Sir, where are these fucking prisoners?
Also, I'm not sure they're full of guarding. They might just be regular patrol over their slave den. Spread out and guard the tower. To the people that were near enough by to hear it. which you would expect them to be smarter to spread it beyond just the people that were within immediate hearing range, but their AI says otherwise. Their AI just screams, Dangus. Oh, swap. Could be they don't have alarms to avoid already. That too. That's actually a very feasible scenario. You'd be like, yeah, alarms may not be a good idea where infected could just be roaming around outside the walls. The tower, I think, is just kind of the center. For sure, their relay of information is quite poor. They could, at the very least, like, chain yell from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to get the word out of more information of what's actually happening. Just realized I didn't really get the chance to finish this search before everything went to hell over here. Hi, clicker friends. I should have let you free. Oh, I know. You'll have to stay chained up for just a bit longer. Alright, and while we're walking over, make sure everything is nice and good. Oops, wrong button. This is all reloaded. Alright, we good. Could have like visual indicators like alarm lamps or just, you know, communication between guard posts. Yep. Like I said, as far as their AI and their actual performance has gone, they seem to be pretty ragtag and kind of just seems to get away with things with brute force in the area. Brute force and traps rather than a full-blown operation. But then again, that could just be me trying to explain away the issues that we're seeing. Nice lamp. It's a nice pottery though. That's how I can make this improved machete, but I don't need that right now. Ouch! That's a baseball bat. Ow. Oh, right in the previous wound. Oh, poking out her eye.
Kill her!
Damn. Impressively coordinated prisoners.
All right, come on, let's go.
Hey, where's Abby? She's bit.
Keep back.
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me.
Hey. Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it.
Got it.
She's probably already dead. Come on.
How are you even still standing? Took a baseball bat to a very recent wound. Pure grit and unrealistic games. Let's just go with pure grit. Also, yeah, Ellie's not looking great. She's not looking great anymore. No. Yeah, as soon as like she reaches a resting point where like adrenaline is wear off, she may very well just flat out die. Up and at him, Ellie. Could have taken that jump a little slower. You didn't have to do a full-blown jump.
To the beach.
Well, that's what happens when we free the prisoners and they just steal all their guns. She cannot jog past either. Jesus.
Holy.
Fuck. Quite the
Abby?
torturous bunch. Hi, Abby. Where's Lev? Hi, Abby. That's her, ain't it? Nope, I'm an idiot. Well, that is her. Wait, no, that's Abby. They cut her hair. They had the ponytail on purpose. She doesn't seem as strong. No, she looks completely decrepit at this point.
Abby. I got you. I got you.
Ellie, what are you going to do?
They're both this way.
Got your prey, Ellie. You're holding back, which is what you should be doing. Oh! Also, Ellie may be bleeding out a lot. Also, yeah, holy shit. How long was Ellie up in those pillars? I mean, as a prisoner, she definitely lost a lot of weight and muscle. No, it's the boat from the intro of the game. Or from the title screen of the game. Also, salt water is probably not going to be great in the wound. I have first aid kits. You could ask Abby for help. Ellie?
I can't let you leave.
Ellie?
I'm not doing this.
It's now the time, Ellie. Now? After everything?
No.
I'm not gonna fight you.
Yes, you will.
Ellie, what the fuck?
He's not a part of this.
You made him a part of this.
Okay.
Oh, this already... This doesn't have to be a final showdown. Nothing about this has to be. Also, you have a knife. She has fists, and she was hanging. This feels awful. Jesus. None of this feels good. I mean, it is doing its job. None of this is necessary. We could have talked this out. Oh, the back fist. Oh, shit. Ellie!
No. Just take him.
Yep. You could have tried to make amends as well. Well, he was quite unhinged. Two fingers she bit off. Gee. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I think she finally realized that it doesn't matter anymore. I think that's what Ellie realized. Finally. After all of this. I think Abby may have just been in such a shell shock that that never really occurred. Stina gone or at Jackson? Stina gone or at Jackson? Completely clean the place out, even of all the little things. So my best guess is move back to Jackson, which would make sense. Hopefully. Yeah, there's no little things even. You don't do that unless you're taking it all with you. Yeah. That's moved out. Oh, he's been gone for 2 months. Left all of Ellie's things though. You're gonna pull off some three-fingered guitar right now. That's goddamned impressive. She's playing it exactly like her fingers were there. this is the last thing Ellie remembered before she finally stopped trying to kill Abby.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
Coffee would be actually quite rare to have survived this long, or to have people who
I
even
had
know how
Seth
to
under control.
get. Okay, so this is right after them.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
After the dance.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
Hi, Kim. Thanks for stopping by.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
Damn it, Joel. How dare you still try to be a father after
You're
all this?
such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
It's a bit more motivation to help. She doesn't really have many options. Can't change the past, but then immediately went on a revenge quest to try to change it. Or not try to change it. I was being very quiet. I'll just have to repeat it later. I'm struggling to find words to piece together what I think on all this. Because if I'm going to be honest, one of the things that throws me off and still throws me off is just how, I guess that's kind of the point. It's just how hard Ellie went in for the revenge. I think maybe just mirroring what Joel said right there. That if Joel was given a second chance, he still would have done the same thing. That even though it's awful, you can't change it. So you can just kind of just wallow in it all, or you can try to change. Change in what way is up to those involved. But he was just... They were just about to try to make those changes, and then, like before, Ellie had her chance, or had the next meaningful thing, the next significant thing to her taken away from her, just as she was about to have that option again. So I it's strange that that's what you learn at the end of everything. Because all I was thinking for the longest fucking time is, why is Ellie going so fucking hard on this revenge? Above all else, it really felt out of character for the majority of the game. And it makes more sense now, but I don't think that makes it better. because it makes more sense now, but while you're in the midst of it all, it's a bit baffling. Baffling and off-putting that Ellie would go to just such extreme lengths. The one part I did authentically really love was honestly playing both sides of the equation. Just being able to spend all this time, like it's kind of something that I really appreciated with Final Fantasy VII Remake, is just when you spend so much time in something, when the game just forces you to fucking just sit in it and deal with everything that's being shown to you and come to terms with it all. I quite enjoy that. Because it gets it out of the initial first impression of they're trying to make you feel things by having the enemies yell basically what ostensibly feels like random names to the other NPCs that you're killing along the way. And then you literally play through the exact events from ostensibly the opposite side, but not exactly a full opposite side, considering how much shit Abby winds up in on her own. And it's just like, no, you see everything. Whether that fully amounts to what they were trying to get across, I am not sure. Just even judging by many of the reaction, or just the kind of hearsay I've heard on the game, plus some of the sentiments shared by lovely chat, which I'll read through that in a bit. I'm just trying to piece my thoughts together. That even playing through everything in Abby's story kind of still is just like, yeah, it's just like, I get what you're talking about, I still hate her. I don't quite understand what, when I visited friends back home, they're just like, they ruined the story of the original, and I'm just like, no, not in the slightest. Really not in the slightest. It's just like, the only way I could see you imagining Lee or this ruining the original, or ruining the story of the original, is if you think Joel was in the right for having basically sacrificed the world to save Ellie. Or more specifically, doomed the world to this existence, this infected existence, to save Ellie. And all the implications therein. And I quite enjoyed them fleshing out further how that affected. Whether I think it was best. It was really well done having it like pieced in, mealed in, intermittent with Ellie's story. But once it hits Abby, those last little tidbits of Ellie's backstory that kind of pieced together right at the end here, it feels like those are out of place. for everything I'm saying on it, I had a really good time with the game. One downside gameplay wise is I wish I would have put it on hard mode. I had very little difficulty. But then again, I played incredibly methodically. But standard felt a bit too easy for me, and I probably should have put it on hard. Like I did with my first playthrough of the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I did not regret. Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm very glad I played on hardcore first playthrough rather than standard, because standard was kind of a cakewalk. I'm trying to think if I have any other immediate thoughts at the moment, and then I'll start running through and we can start talking. So I'm just trying to piece together my thoughts right now, because I'm glad the last chapter wasn't very long. I can definitely... I definitely feel very relieved that it's not just like, oh, here's the ending, pull the rug out from underneath you, and suddenly there's like 10 hours more of game. I'm very glad it was like 2 hours. Very much kind of not an epilogue, but a very quick final act. Kind of very much fitting with kind of the lingering mentality that Ellie had with all of this. Where definitely they could have ended it where we ended last stream.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger.
And now we have to shush because they're singing.
Traveling through this world of woe. There is no sickness, no toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home.
And I'll get to those thoughts in just a bit. We can have more discussion. I don't want to interrupt the song too much.
I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home.
I'll soon be free from earthly trial. This body red in the old churchyard. I'll drop this cross of self-denial and
home to God. I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'm just going.
And ending post credits, or just back to the title screen. New Game Plus. And Abby and Lev made it to the Fireflies. That's basically our post credits scene right here. Okay. Sorry for just letting that sit, but I didn't want to get in its way. I knew how it ended because I don't. KMax said I already knew how it ended because I don't care and wanted to know what the fuss was all about with the leaks. The leaks were highly overrated, to be honest. Casa says they weren't joking when they made the Inigo Montoya reference when you started the game. You killed my father. Not prepared to die. Eric says, this does seems to be a bit of an idiot ball story, albeit one where the thing forcing the people to hold the idiot ball is emotions and the ability to let go of the grudge. A bit, though it's not. I would say Abby never really had the idiot ball. Like, outside of just trying to take revenge on Joel. But like after that, then Abby never had the idiot ball anymore. If that is the term we would want to call it. This game missed the same build the character to really give you their motives for their questionable actions to approach that idea in a more ethical decision. Like Joel's character at the end of the first game, I think this is due to how the game is split. Either was a better spacing of presenting the story in a more chronological order would fit better, like the first half be what the flashbacks are meant to be, and then jump between Abby and Ellie in tandem. It gives the characters their respective growths and motives for their actions as discussed morally their choices, but with the current setup, it feels like the game is more trying to force a message more than have a discussion. I do and I don't agree. I think there's pros and cons with either, because yeah, it definitely feels a gap. There is definitely, as far as they're trying to, if it wasn't as long of a, yeah, I think that's probably the main thing. If it wasn't as long of a game, I think it would have been more better suited for this very long split, like 12 hours with Ellie, 12 hours with Abby. Or if you cut that down to like 6 each, then you would more easily, I think the parallels would be probably just as effective. But with how long it was, it I think I can kind of get behind splitting things up more. But then again, it also, one thing that it does get for being so long split between the two, so long split between Ellie's first chunk and then going through the same days in Seattle, but from Abby's point of view, is that if you are feeling the things that Ellie is feeling, then you're not so much questioning everything else that's happening, which then it has the massive juxtaposition when you're seeing everything that happened to Abby and all the other, or her crew of former Fireflies, and then with the wolves and everything like that. I enjoyed that aspect of it, but it definitely does have the downside of it feels like there's not enough forward momentum with everything that's happening being split like that. And just a random thing from that was that I definitely feel like the initial story, or I would say the original Last of Us is better, but in part because it's so focused. This is definitely tried to tell a very different way of telling a narrative versus the original. The original was like straightforward. You're just in here with this story, with these characters, and you're following them along their path. And it does a fantastic job of building up those characters, building up their relationships, having them tested and tried throughout, and then culminating in the final decision that gets made. And it's a very powerful game in that respect. Versus this is, I don't know, it's very different, and I'm curious what more people, or there's one Writing on Games is a YouTube channel I follow, and they did a long piece discussing this, discussing the story, and I'm gonna have to watch that sometime tomorrow, because I need to. I want someone's perspective who has a shit ton of experience on writing to see how they broke this down. Because, I mean, everyone has their own perspective, and it's appreciated, and I'm glad everyone's sharing, and I'm sorry I'm not catching up with it, because I am trying still to piece my thoughts together. But a perspective that I do want to hear is someone who is, like, knows their shit and can really break down the various nuances that may have flown by me or things like that. Or they can just be like, still not a fan of the writing. Where did I leave off? Seeing Ellie's motive after seeing everything even to the end, I can see more potential and dilemma of consciousness about our connections to the prior characters means that we're doing is Ellie more righteous, but during and still after having the knowledge presented in a way it did, it still felt like every step of the way Ellie was just making the worst decisions possible because she can't help it. Yeah, I can agree with that one. It definitely felt weird to have that there at the very end of the game. Also, sorry, I'm very far behind, but... Abby could have been a suitable new introduced character if it was more of a tandem story. Having stuff kind of be, here's what happened to Abby while you were Ellie. Man, look how bad it feels that Ellie took everything from Abby after feeling like Ellie had happened to her. I don't know. That one's... I don't know. I half agree with that one. Could have ended sooner than it is to fake out about to have closure. Psych! Scenes kind of felt dragged on and were just there to be just to be upsetting. They could have ended it there. Again, I am not opposed to the way they did end up, or how it didn't end up there. But if they would have shifted some things around, I felt there maybe would have been a more satisfactory ending, I would say. without that final chapter. Last of Us 3, Abby and Love's adventure. Oh, so yeah, I'm pretty sure Abby and Lev are just fucking done. Ellie's journey's still now because she was not heading towards Jackson. I didn't know what direction Jackson was in. I was an oof. I should have paid attention to that. But yeah, that actually would be more significance if you did see Jackson in the background and she was not heading there. Which is probably what they were aiming at, and I was just a dangus and missed it. People made death threats to the VA of Abby, Laura Bailey, which is so unwarranted and makes me sick. Yes, I did see that, and fuck all those people. Like, serious. One, that's unacceptable behavior to do. Two, taking it out on a person who just played a character, not wrote the narrative or anything. Not only is it a terrible thing to do to anyone, but to even do it to someone who just portrayed a character is just really shit behavior. Face could have been better between the two characters if they wanted to emphasize more with Abby as a character. I empathize with Abby a lot. Maybe in part because I was the one manning the controller versus being on just the watching of a movie side of things. But I don't know. That depends. All different perspectives. Also, yeah, it's really. It feels weird to see things like people being shitty to the VAs for just voicing a character they didn't like. Or I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. Those shitty peoples do still exist. When I'm just like, when we're talking about more nuanced discussion of things and just being able to talk through these things without being at each other's throats, I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not anywhere near those circles anymore. Here's what percentage would shoot Abby in the back / save her at the end if you got the chance in the game. Choice would have been interesting. It would be very un-Naughty Dog to give you choice at the ending of a game, but I my initial thoughts is, yeah, I would not be unopposed to, or I would not be opposed to some semblance of choice. I think you would have to implement things very differently leading up to that choice, but yeah. Also threatened Laura's 2-year-old, so yeah, fuck all of them. Fuck all that. I think another thing that probably, maybe not prompted, but maybe had just a bit of influence on where this game went, is that there is not a small, or there is a decent chunk of people that are really adamant that Joel did the good thing at the end of the first game. With basically all of the signs the game is pointing in everything that Joel committed an atrocity. There are a lot of people who are just like, yeah, that's fine. When again, the stories of The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 are not hero stories. They're not hero stories, they're human stories. That's probably the best way I would put it. There's no real good guy or bad guy. You're following along these characters' story, a story that has a great significance, but they're not heroes. And I think from a friend randomly when I didn't talk about it long with them, but I just mentioned the game a while ago. It was probably like 3 years ago, where I mentioned The Last of Us, and then someone, and then they replied with, "Oh, the game where you secretly found, or where you find out you were the villain the whole game." I'm just like, that's again not the right. That's not the right take on it all. There's a lot more nuance to everything that was there, and yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with that train of thought, but yeah, it's a very, very human stories and stuff like that, rather than heroes, which is something that I also Mark Brown of Game Maker's Toolkit made a piece on a lot of the conflicting things with this game's design, or with probably the big clashes between the gameplay and the story and emotions and philosophies they're trying to put off. So I need to read through that as well. The way I see it is that Joel was an anti-hero while Ellie is a tragic hero. Unfortunately, hero is not the right word, but literally tropes. Yeah, I think so. I can try to find it. Mark Brown. I might have to search the Patreon. Because I know he posted on the Patreon, which I do support him on. Mostly to get his reading lists that he puts out every month of just a crap ton of mostly video game related articles on design and history, documentaries, stuff like that. It's awesome. There it is. The Uncomfortable Complicity of The Last of Us 2 is the title of the article. No, it's not specifically on his Patreon. It's an article he wrote for the Medium, but that's just kind of where I found it. And I need to read through that. I support Mark Brown, Game Maker's Toolkit, on Patreon almost exclusively for that reading list, because it introduces me to other game design and the YouTube channels and videos I may have missed that are typically very fascinating reads or watches. And then the other thing I was talking about that I was gonna check out after for those who would also be interested. Mute. Come on. Get out of the way, ad. Is this video? No, it's in watch later. Gosh dang it. Maybe that video will work anyway. Maybe just go this, and maybe it'll work. Okay, that'll. This is a better one. Just in case. It got rid of the watch later list. But yeah, those are the things that I'm going to be checking out to to see what their thoughts are on it, to try and examine things from even other perspectives. But yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure I have too much left to say on this. Again, the way they tell the stories is so substantially difficult that it's my immediate thought is that I enjoyed The Last of Us 1 better story-wise. But again, it's difficult to compare just because the way they structured the story in The Last of Us 2 is so very substantially different. And I'm being left with more. I'm being left with more of trying to make sense of the way it was written rather than the messages it was trying to get across, which I think is a problem. Because what I think I'd rather be doing is having the type of thought and breakdown and analysis of the repercussions of the actions at the end of the game, like The Last of Us 1 did, rather than we kind of just reached a pretty hard conclusion here. There's not, I mean, there's definitely stuff that can still happen. What are the Fireflies doing now that they've ostensibly rebanded, or that they disbanded and then rebanded back to this home base on an island? Are they just functionally living, and that's kind of it? And what the hell is Ellie going to do now is definitely one as well, because Ellie basically has nothing anymore. It's unlikely that she'll even have even if she tried to go back to Jackson, they might accept her. Dina wouldn't, probably. Also, that was one thing that was very, looking back on it, the Dina and Ellie relationship just went from, like, they're flirty with each other, they have the kiss at the dance, to literally within, like, the 2 months that it took for them to go from Jackson to Seattle, to being like, we're married, basically. It was a very fast relationship. Jumping straight to it. Yeah, 0 to 100 real fast. And I mean, it showed some cracks here and there, like when Jesse came back into the picture, with Ellie being jealous of even benign interactions. And then back to Zero says Dina's gone. Yeah, probably. When there's fungus zombies in the dark, you kind of gotta move fast, you know. I mean, that's fair. They could take it slower if they were back in Jackson. Dina's whole character is Ellie's pregnant girlfriend. I wish they treated the secondary characters better. Yeah. I can definitely feel that. Secondary characters that they fleshed out in much greater detail were Owen and Mel. Dina had a lot of fleshing out in that very first chapter, but once she became pregnant and started showing that she was not having a great time with it. That she kind of just like really just got put on the back burner as just kind of this lingering thought of you should go back to Jackson with Dina and not stay here. And then obviously you see more after, you see more of their relationship in the quick, year and a half time skip. But yeah, like once that hit, or once that point hit where find out Dina's pregnant, Dina's mostly out of the story. It definitely is. I mean, very centered on Ellie for her half of the story, but like, yeah, it feels honestly a bit like Freya from Final Fantasy IX. Freya has so much involvement with the story, going to Bermesia, or going through Gizmaluxe's grotto, going through Bermesia, then to Clara. Once all that's done, Freya basically has no character development at all for the rest of the game. Just like, you see so much involvement and nuance and learning, and then just nothing. Nothing more on the end of the game other than she's a character that has the few lines here and there and acts as their character would. Which, I mean, they kind of give a lot of people various times in the light, but like it very much is just like you're having these various arcs, but then when the arc dies, it like for that character is just like no progression anymore. Tommy was okay, but his character just goes off the rails for a while, and then it's a runaway train. Tommy, yeah, Tommy went through on quite an adventure of thoughts, or of thoughts and motivations. Like a lot. Which, I mean, if they fleshed that out a little bit and they showed more of maybe the inner machinations of his head where he was at with his brother literally dying in front of him and stuff like that. But again, this is more of Ellie's story than anyone else's, and I think that's a bit of detriment in this regard. Because again, if you see more of these motivations, even Ellie's, it makes a lot of sense now that you know that last little snippet that was showed right at the end of the game. But it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense throughout. So if they would pepper in more of the other people's motivations, then maybe you would get a little bit of that that bleeding into Ellie as she's taking that in. But you don't. So it's strange. I'll say I'm gonna have to read that article. I want to see what he had to say. One thought I had at the start of the game showing Abby's dad being dead was, so what then if they had made it a vaccine? Like, I hope it discussed the ethics through Joel, where he would take the side that if they killed Ellie and got the vaccine, what would they do then? It's worth this to keep it for themselves. So how do they get it to the most people, even with those that they hate, so that the vaccine can work? How can they convince people to accept it? Why do they get to choose to? And a part of why that might be immediately on your head is immediate circumstances of the real life world around us. That definitely is something that would have been fascinating to flesh out. I would definitely be interested to know more about that outside of it just being Abby's motivation with her father being killed, and then with them more fleshing out that it's just like, nope, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We could have made the vaccine. Abby's father was basically the only one surviving that they know of that could make it, and it had to sacrifice Ellie to do so. Like, they set those real hard in stone. It would have been nice to... It would have been it would not have. How's the best way to describe it? It. I keep going for like double negatives trying to define it. I think it would have been worthwhile to also have that discussion. But I think overall it probably wouldn't fit with the narrative. The overarching narrative to have that. But then again, maybe there should have been maybe a shift in narrative. It's definitely something I want to know, or that I would like to have them actually define a bit. But it doesn't really fit in with. It's more world building than the story they were trying to tell. Which again, I don't think I would have. Again, with the double negatives. My head keeps going to the double negatives. I think I would have appreciated that. Frey is probably your second favorite character in Final Fantasy IX, but Dina was just boring and in the way. I liked Dina's character a lot. But yeah, like basically once Dina was found to be pregnant, she was basically just like this constant. She was basically a ball and chain. Just like Ellie's doing all of these things, but don't forget about Dina. But oops, I've been talking for too long. Just kind of just always present in the back of their mind, but just like not actually participating in the story anymore. Outside of just like snippets here and there, and like Dina kind of consoling Ellie after she fucking tortured Nora. I don't know. Like, yeah, and that another thing that definitely can be of significant impact to how I'm perceiving this versus how I perceived The Last of Us is because I played The Last of Us back in 2013 when this was not the way I analyzed games. If I even what you could call the way I treated games. I definitely was not trying to break down with the thing that can be broken down very significantly in this game, which is the writing. The writing and the story. I was definitely at a different state in my life and stuff like that when I played the original Last of Us. That definitely made things probably hit a lot harder, and I wasn't constantly thinking of all the various aspects of the creation of games rather than just playing through the game and experiencing what is there. So yeah, again, it's just another little nuance to another nuance between the comparison that I can have between the first Last of Us and Last of Us 2. Trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about, or if you guys have anything else you want to shout out or discuss or things like that. I'm intrigued. Liz said that she was gonna play through the original Last of Us. I'm excited to watch her play through that. We'll see if she ends up going into part 2, because then I would be very interested to see what someone's perspective is of going from one straight to the next, rather than having a 7-year gap between the two. Yeah, I think that's just about all I've got. I can't think of anything else at the moment. I need to read that article that Mark Brown wrote. I need to watch the video from Writing on Games to see how they broke things down. Closing thought is, I still really enjoyed this game. The gameplay didn't change terribly between the first Last of Us and the second Last of Us, but it's a blast to play. Just playing the game is a lot of fun. Just how tense things can be, the survival aspects. Again, I wish I would have put it on the harder or put it on hard my first playthrough rather than the standard difficulty. That's just a big whoopsie on my part. But I still had a very good time with this game. I'll probably still be picking apart the story in my head. There are many things that I did really appreciate. Again, I really liked, as much as there could have been things done differently, I still really liked being so entrenched into Ellie's progression through it, than being really entrenched into how Abby's going through it. I really liked that. Again, it's just something that I've come to appreciate a lot more, kind of basically since Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's just like how can you stretch Midgar out into an entire game's length? It's just like by letting some things just really sit in, and having for you to just sit there and accept the atrocity and the actions that are happening, rather than just kind of just pressing on, where things didn't really impact that much in the original, because it's like you're still in a tutorial area. It's a lot of story, a lot of new things are getting thrown at you. No, you're getting to sit there, learn about the characters, see them flesh out, and learn about their interactions and their backstories and everything. And then when the pillar part happens in 7 Remake, it's just like, fuck, that hit really hard. And that's something that's only afforded because you spent so much time on it. But, of course, that also comes with its own downsides. But for wanting to play the first one, but zombie games / movies tend to give you nightmares. Oof. Maybe we'll play through it, K-Mac, together sometime. That way it won't be so devastating having someone else there. Or it won't be as bad since you'd have someone else there. Like, watching the plot of the last of the games, but I feel like I wouldn't like the gameplay. Watch Ray Narvaez Jr. play the first game, and it really hit how troublesome the gameplay can't be for someone who isn't really vibe with it. That's kind of the case with any game. It is like watching someone play through Dark Souls who doesn't know what they're doing and just like instantly gets frustrated and just tosses the controller on the ground. It's just like, I get that feel. I've had it with other games, but it is not, it's never fun to watch someone have that experience when you think you would enjoy it yourself, or you do enjoy it yourself. But it's it's another difficult thing, as well as as always, to each their own on how they enjoy games, play games, how they enjoy them, etc. Just like there's a ton of different perspectives. The overall outblown overreaction of fan bases shitting on this game, being terrible people, I don't understand that. I really don't, because I don't know. It feels like too fanatical, and when it's not intended to be a fanatical piece, it's intended to be a nuanced piece, something to to sit in there and analyze and think about things more deeply than just I'm on this adventure. It's gameplay adventure. I'm the best person. It's my story. Things go right for me. Things might happen, but it all ends up best in the end, which it's just not how this game is ever intended to be. Like, in my opinion, that stealth games are ass to play and stealth sections suck. I mean, that one's definitely preference. I've really enjoyed, like, this is the kind of stealth that I enjoy, where you're thinking tactically, you have options available, and you're trying to see what information's given to you, how to best approach a scenario. Stealth games I hate are the ones that you don't have any options, and your options are like hide. I'm just like, that's not a fun mechanic. But the tactical thinking with stealth I quite enjoy, but I can understand it really not being for the type of gameplay for other people. Yeah, I think that's all I've got at this point. We've been sitting on this for like an hour at this point, but and I can't even say anything on Splinter Cell. I've never played a Splinter Cell game. They seemed neat, but I just never picked one up. I think maybe I purchased like Splinter Cell Blacklist, and then I just never played it. I think I did. I think I bought that. I think it was Xbox 360. Maybe. And then, yeah, I just never played it. I think I've got... Oh, yeah, Blacklist I got because I was really into Let's Plays at the time. And the game mode of, like... I forget what it was called. But basically, it was, like, a few, like... I think it was, like, 4 thieves against, like, 2 guards. Obviously, the guards were, like, decked out, machine guns, armor, stuff like that, versus the thieves had to lurk and use tools and tactics to their advantage. That seemed really neat, and then I just never played it. Playing the not-so-great online multiplayer with some friends. That was me. But yeah, well... Yeah, I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got left to discuss. Congrats on finishing the game. Gonna have a snooze because it's 6 a.m. and the sun's up. That seems like a weird time to snooze, but Costa, you always seem to have a strange time schedule that you're showing up and hanging out in these streams. So, who am I to say? Yeah, I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got at the moment. I'm sure this will ruminate in my head. I'll read those 2 articles, or I'll read Mark Brown's article, I'll listen to Game Makers, or I'll listen to Writing on Games breakdown of it, as well as I'm sure there'll probably be other breakdowns of it that I'll see soon, or that I'll find, and I'll flesh things out, and maybe we'll talk more on it at random snippets here and there. Probably not for a while, because don't want to spoil people, but I think maybe the last thing I have to say is that I'm not... I don't think this was a... Well, I like the ending of this game. I think there's things I would have liked them to do differently, but I liked the ending of this game. That's probably the last thing I should state. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And overall, I loved the game. I felt it was worth the money I spent on it. And who knows? Maybe it's a type of game that I need to replay to really see everything. But who knows? But yeah, we'll definitely be playing games with a lot lighter in terms of gameplay and colors and visuals and such soon. But yeah, that'll be it for me tonight. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out and for talking for for freely discussing what y'all think on this, and for listening to me ramble on all this as well is appropriate. Like you said earlier, I feel like if things were tweaked a little, then it would feel a little more satisfying. That's a pretty apt description. That's a pretty apt description, Zach. Soon, like tomorrow soon? No. I intend. Welcome to the end of stream. But no, not tomorrow. That'll be it for me tonight. I'll be back on Saturday. And Saturday's gonna be Saturday's the Neighborhood Watch Block Party, which is games with chat. I'm gonna be doing a little bit different, where we're gonna be doing Pokemon battles for a while at least. We're gonna be doing Pokemon battles because I got my Pokemon team set up. Or I got 6 Pokemon set up that are, I think, have some semblance of competitive tact put into them. So we can have a bunch of battles with peeps in chat, as well as peeps can battle each other while I'm battling someone on stream. And I think that'll be fun. If that doesn't last too long, then we can hop on over to like Mario Kart 8. Well, it's happening late at night, but I mean, if you work at night, then but yeah, there'll be a lot of people. Yeah, if anyone wants to play any community games this weekend, there's going to be a lot. So you can check out the Twitch team. I know Greg was planning on Smash for Sunday. I believe Bubbles and I think Bubbles, Greg, and maybe Mal are doing Ultimate Chicken Horse on Saturday. Greg's doing Smash Sunday. I think Chair was planning something as well. I can't quite remember what everyone, but there's a lot of stuff happening this weekend for chat-involved games and the like. So you can definitely check that out on the Neighborhood Watch Twitch team. Also, yeah, well, Lumberzack did redeem a shiny for a shiny Primarina, which means a shiny Poplio. Oh, it'll be at night for me for the battles. Cause yeah, my stream will start at 7 p.m. Central. I'm just gonna go at my regular stream time, so we'll probably be battling for a while. Cause I already talked to Rena and Kong on Twitter, and they're probably gonna battle, and they're both probably gonna kick my ass. Cause they kind of know what they're doing. Rena really likes to play comp Pokemon, and Kong absolutely knows how to play competitive Pokemon. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. Whom's is live that we can go say hello to? Gwen's doing some game dev stuff. Ooh. Cords is playing some more Opus Magnum. Nice. Barry had a very long discussion on the Zachtronics games today, and I'm glad I was there for that because I've only played Opus Magnum, but I really need to play some of the other Zachtronics games. Very programming and problem solving, not puzzle solving types of games, and I love that. But I think let's go say hi to Chen, because Chen is going to be checking out Paper Mario Origami. So if you don't want to be spoiled on it, you can pop out right away. But if you just want to see like the first little bit of it, Chen's just setting it up. Well, enjoy watching. Competitive Pokemon doesn't really interest me when I have to raise the Pokemon for real. Yeah, it took a while. I'd say I've spent like 10 hours in total just to get 6 Pokemon at a relatively good state. Nah, it's probably more to like 12. It's a lot of time. That's just Pokemon. Yeah, I believe it comes out tomorrow, technically Friday, but probably has a specific launch time. Best friend showed you Opus Magnum. I watched him play for a while. It looked really cool. I cannot recommend Opus Magnum enough. It's a problem-solving game, and the bits of programming that you have to do seem overwhelming, but they definitely lead you into things very cleanly. And eventually you're just starting to pick things up. And then, God, I just love the comparisons at the end. Once you complete a given problem, you get to see how others compared on how much it cost, how fast it was, and how big it was. And to just see the various histograms, it's just like, okay, I was average this, really poor this, fast this. Is just really neat and fascinating, and trying to think through how you could have done it differently to get what they did. But yeah, enough of that. A lot about me gushing on that. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a good night. Get some love on over to Chen. Goodbye. Goodbye. Raids going off. Goodbye.